International Japan 2020 will feature clubs from 60 countries representing every continent except Antarctica. And we'll check sports here in just a minute.
Knock $7,500 off MSRP on a brand new 2020 GMC Acadia all-wheel drive. $7,500 off MSRP. Gotta hurry. Only two to choose from at this price. And with the purchase of any new or pre-owned vehicle during the month of February, Countryside GM will make a donation to PAVE. Remember, get your best price first. It's right there at Countryside GM Auto Group, exit 135 off 151 north of Beaver Dam, where savings do come standard. Chevy, find new roads.
Countryside GM Auto Group. We make it easy in Beaver Dam.
A Wisconsin Broadcasters Association News Operation of the Year, AM 1430 WBEV.
And in sports, the Indiana Pacers will be trying to break a 6-game losing streak when they host Milwaukee tonight in the last game before the All-Star break for both sides. Bucks are headed in the opposite direction with a 5-game winning streak and a league-best 46-7 record. Milwaukee is dominating the boards and producing the best defensive rating in the NBA during the month of February. They will need that defensive firepower because the team will be playing without superstar forward Giannis Antetokounmpo for the second straight game after the birth of his son. A former NFL cornerback Devon House has informed the team he intends to retire as a Green Bay Packer. House played 4 seasons in Green Bay, spent 2 campaigns in Jacksonville, then returned to the Packers in 2017 to add his veteran know-how to a youthful group of defenders. His career ended when he was placed on IR during the 2018 season and was not able to return to action last summer at the age of 29. He played 55 games for Green Bay, starting 26 and producing 31 passes defended and 3 interceptions. And in local sports and boys basketball, Reedsburg defeated Beaver Dam 63-59. Monona Grove lost to Watertown 57-54. Waupun beat Mayville 63-56. And in girls basketball, Marshall clinched the Capital North title with a 75-44 win over New Glarus. Wisconsin Heights beat Waterloo 63-44. Watertown came out on top against Monona Grove 47-37. All local sports scores available on the sports page at dailydodge.com. You can talk Badger hockey tonight at 6 p.m. on 1430 WBEV during the Badger Hockey Hour. And I'm Kevin Haugen reporting from the Daily Dodge News Center. Submit your news tips at dailydodge.com.
WBEV News is brought to you by Countryside GM Auto Group, exit 135 off 151 north of Beaver Dam, where savings come standard.
Get the latest agriculture news on the Ag page at dailydodge.com. Brought to you by Coal Oil and Propane.
Hi, this is Stacy from Slumberland Furniture in Beaver Dam and Watertown, the girl next door with a big box store. Get comfy. Here comes your weather.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. A few scattered areas of rain and snow mixing here possible late this afternoon with increasing clouds, a high in the mid-30s. Southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, a good chance for snow showers 1 to 2 inches possible. Cloudy, a low near 8 above. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on your hometown station AM 1430 WBEV. Currently, it's 25.
It is 9:38 AM 1430 WBEV. The Trillium Interiors interview program is postponed. Chris is under the weather, so we'll go right to break time. And in an idea that we had about 18 minutes ago, we thought, well, if you hate us when you hear us, just wait till you see us.
Right.
And we got some folks down at the video, Daily Dodge Video Studio, so you can watch on dailydodge.com.
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, okay.
Oh, you can watch.
Is it turned on?
I don't think it's turned
on. Look on.
I have the
It
hour,
is.
our broadcast will begin shortly. Thanks for watching.
Yes. This is a first for us. We are video streaming Breaktime from the Daily Dodge Video Stream Studio.
I don't think I'm breaking out.
And of course, nobody mentioned the fact that we were doing this. So I show up, schlocky, with a hat on. You know,
That's
Thomas
pretty much
doesn't
your
wear
usual
anything
look.
that's got good karma on it. I didn't shave today.
Oh, there
Pretty
you go.
awful.
Looks fine.
Really, the whole thing.
So
I mean, you always
I
look
look horrible
schlocky,
for the
so-
radio.
So you could see You look great for the radio. You look horrible for the video.
Okay, well, horrible either. Either way.
You can see the three of us knuckleheads at the video
Craig
tab
can't
at
grow
dailydodge.com.
facial hair at all, so it makes a difference.
Now, John.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
We can. You're not.
Okay.
You see, we needed to explain to the people that you're not part of the video stream.
I was ostracized from the community.
We drew straws.
Oh, you got to lower the camera because you can't see Pat.
Who's Pat?
My pet prehistoric fish.
I thought you can't see it. All right, I'll try to adjust it.
Okay. All right.
Explain who Pat is.
Yeah, Pat is it's a project. Tom and I had a project to do on the show a while back. Tom did a really neat thing with Christmas trees out of
those melted crayons.
Melted crayons. That's right. We had to use melted crayons and what was the other super glue to make some kind of an arts and crafts project.
Right, and John took a beautiful piece of driftwood and ruined it.
Yeah. You got to turn your mic down, Richard.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
Rick's a booming.
Rick's a booming.
So if you tune into the video stream, you not only can you see Pat, the driftwood alligator,
or crocodile,
or whichever one.
There it is. There it is. Okay, Pat's above sea level now. All right.
You could also see
it's feeding time.
Something interesting that's going to be installed tomorrow by Hometown Glass and Improvement, and that is over to our left here.
You can't see that on the camera right now,
You can't see that on the camera.
Okay.
You can't because I got Pat into the screen, so now you could see the door.
Oh, great framing.
And can you explain the significance of this door, Rick?
How would I know what the significance of it?
I don't know. I thought maybe you picked some information up in the hall.
The only thing I know is this door. And, John, I don't know. You've been at the radio station now for 38 years. Do you remember when we had an office in Columbus?
No.
Okay, you grew up in Columbus.
I didn't.
Do you ever remember WBEV being in Columbus with an office?
Oh, well, there was a show that was on. Margaret Sheard had a show from 9 to 9:30. And she did it out of her home in Columbus.
Okay, well,
so it wasn't really an office; it was more of a home. I don't know if we actually had like a little satellite office.
We actually did, and that's where this door's from.
I only grew up there, so I guess I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Why would you know?
Yeah.
But no, back probably in the 50s, maybe in the 60s.
Oh, okay.
We had a Columbus office, and the door that still has the call letters on it ended up in the antique mall. And one of our teammates saw it and said, we really should have this back at the radio station because it's a piece of history.
And it's to the right there. Yep.
I am so glad that we did. So Jeff Hall, who, by the way, set up all of our audio stuff today, thank you.
Jeff.
Jeff Hall and I went over to Columbus together, and we picked that door up and brought it back here. And now we're actually going to install it as the door that leads into our video studio.
I was misinformed. Cool. I thought that this was the door from the downtown Beaver Dam location when I forget the name.
See,
of
I
the
don't
radio
remember
station,
Columbus
WBEV
office.
Oh, I thought, and I
office.
assumed that it was there was a Columbus location.
Oh,
no.
you assumed that? Okay, I don't know which one's right.
Evidence for that? Or?
I
know
thought
what
that's
happens
why.
when
That's
you
why.
assume.
Well, that's why I figured. That's why I thought it came from. It was in Columbus. I thought it came from Columbus, but maybe
good.
not.
I'm not losing my mind. That's
okay,
good.
so
ambiguous history. That's great.
So yeah,
so
we have no answer for you.
So none of us
have
an
two
answer.
Columbus natives in this program, and neither one of us heard of it.
I got to go look closer at this.
Yeah.
We're very well prepared, as you can
minutes
see.
to come to the conclusion that none of us have any ideas.
No idea where
Pat
the door
looks
came
great,
from.
by the way.
But we do know Hometown Glass and Improvement is going to install it right over there to our right. If you're watching the video stream, we're pointing right now.
Oh, they're putting it up on the stairs?
They're putting it up on the stairs, so this will be a completely enclosed Daily Dodge studio after tomorrow. And the plan is to video stream a lot more from here. Not 10 minutes before we decide we're going to go on the air like we did today.
You guys actually might be right because the door says WBEV offices and studio.
Oh,
so maybe it did come from downtown Beaver Dam. It just ended up in the antique mall in Columbus.
In Columbus, that's right.
Are we going to film the installation of the door tomorrow?
I don't think we're going to film it. That will not be video streamed. Maybe
tomorrow drywall.
Sorry, John.
I'm sure someone would watch it.
What was I going to say? Oh, we're pointing. See, I'm looking at dailydodge.com right now, and I'm seeing it as a viewer at home would see it.
So you're about a minute behind us.
Okay.
If you're watching the video.
I'm watching the video, but I hear you in real time. It's just going to be on video a little later.
Exactly. You are hearing us talk.
I'm hearing you talk in real time. I'm actually hearing you talk as you talk. What's Tom laughing
This
at?
is going swimmingly.
This
Our
is
first
going well.
venture
Great.
into video
It was
streaming
really
on
all
break
planned
time
out.
here.
Yeah. But Pat looks great. So.
Why did you give him the name Pat?
Yeah.
Well, because I don't know if it's a female or a male.
Oh.
I didn't know which knobs to look for. I don't know what the female and male accoutrements are, so I thought I'd give it a neutral name, Pat.
Or Chris.
Or Chris.
Well, it could be Chris or Pat, but I chose Pat.
At
Okay.
Chris. You know.
Yeah.
Will it be Chris with a K or a C? Does it matter?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a very good
That's
question.
something you should have worked
Well,
out at the time it was born.
Yeah.
I don't think that matters either.
Before we went on the air.
Because Chris Cross, I think, was with a K.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Was that Christopher Cross? Is that different than Chris
No,
Cross?
no, Chris Cross, the jumpsuit
jumpsuit
But
guy.
Christopher Cross is
Sounds
is
Chris
like a
Cross
sailing-
gave us the song Sailing.
There you go.
Takes
sailing.
me away to where I've always been. Go ahead.
So the reason we're video streaming, we
Yeah.
should perhaps tell our audience this.
Oh, let's leave them in the dark like we are.
No, exactly. So the reason we're video streaming is because there's this group in town. It's called Leadership Beaver Dam. They've been together about 10 years now, and they meet once a month. And you've got business people in the community, longtime community members, new people to the community. It's a wide. You should be in this, Thomas. It might be a
and
good
we
thing
thought
for you.
this would be a great first impression.
Right. Well, so what we wanted to do is they're going to be visiting the radio station as part of Business and Community Day, I believe it is. You know, some days they go to the school, some days they go to the religious institution, some days they hear from the like the local politicians. Today they're looking at some local businesses, so they're coming to the radio station at about 10:20 today.
Okay.
So we figured, what better way to put them on edge than to not only put them on the radio, but to video stream them. Just without any kind of heads
Well,
up.
they're
or-
in for a rude surprise.
That's what I.
Yeah.
There's a
think
ransom
that's kinda
involved.
the
Style,
plan.
though.
Yeah. So we'll be. So not only will you be able to listen to the folks from Leadership Beaver Dam talk about how they like the program and maybe give us their favorite something or another.
Right.
But you'll be able to see them as well. You can go to dailydodge.com right now. Again, under the video tab, we are video streaming.
We did bring that up earlier before we came on the air, that we should talk about the greatest of all time romantic comedies, right?
The greatest of all time rom-coms.
Yeah.
So, the greatest of all time romantic comedies. And if you want to sound off on this, it is.
Does
8
Jeff have to keep coming down because Rick is too loud?
And
booming.
Rick's even moved back from the microphone too.
What did I do?
You apparently you've got a radio voice, a big boom.
Yeah. We can catch Rick spasmodic talking in the AM control room sometimes when we're doing news in the newsroom, which is right next to where Rick is working. We have a lot of news audios that you hear. Oh my God!
Your voice when you're on the 95X morning show when
Yes.
we're reading news live on WB.
You can hear it clear as a bell.
It's like you're in the studio with us.
I do have a big mouth.
No, it just projects so well. I mean, I think you're kind of like Moser. You don't realize how strong your voice is. So you
And
think you have to talk right into
Our
the
hats
mic.
off to Jeff.
You're getting your
Yeah.
Simpson.
My goal coming into work today was to give Jeff Hall an exercise program.
Oh,
And so that was the goal.
you've
And
succeeded.
so now he's done 14 flights of stairs already. Congratulations.
Well done.
Okay, now you're too low, Rick.
No, that's okay. I'm perfect right here. We're good right here.
Okay, yeah, you sound like you're back over here.
So, anyways, we
And if you watch the video stream, you can count the number of times Jeff comes down to the studio.
Yeah.
Can you actually
What do
see
we
that?
have?
Oh, sure, yeah. This is a very wide screen here. Say hi to everybody, Jeff.
There's just,
Go get your sweatpants on, Jeff.
yeah. Apparently he threw his back out working on this
So
creation.
we wanted to talk about the greatest of all time rom-coms.
Yeah.
In other
Mhm.
words, the romantic comedy movie that's like your all-time favorite. Like in our household, it doesn't matter when it's on. We'll pretty much always watch Pretty Woman.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's like the number one rom-com in our household. Now, Thomas, I don't know, being a young, strapping single guy, if you are into rom-coms or not.
Yeah, I'm really not, mostly because I'm single and I have
Yeah.
no one to watch them with.
It's a
but,
rite of marriage to
Yeah,
get
I'm
into
not really
rom-coms.
a fan of like any of the modern stuff. I really like Princess Bride and
Oh.
Stardust. I like fantasy rom-coms.
Right.
Those are both
I
good
don't
times.
know if that's what that is.
Right. I don't think
Wait,
you want to be talking
Princess
about fantasy
Bride
rom-coms.
is a rom-com.
Princess Bride I think it might fall in under the category of rom-com. I think you might.
But it's got
fantasy
Andre the
rom-com.
Giants and Giant Rats.
There
So
was
it's really got something
Rats
for
of
everyone.
Unusual Size.
Sleepless in
That's what I
Seattle.
think.
That's a
R.O.U.S..
really good rom-com.
What was that, John?
Sleepless in Seattle.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think you can
Good
almost go with any Meg Ryan movie
Sure.
as a great rom-com.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle. What else? You've got Mail.
Except DOA. That's not a real good
No,
one. for her.
she
No.
was not very romantic comedy.
Not in
She's,
that one.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the three.
Affair to
Sleepless in Seattle,
Remember.
You've got Mail.
Love
and
Story.
Then, Harry and Sally.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
That would be
When
the
Harry
three.
Met Sally's probably my favorite of those three.
Right. Those would be your three rom-coms when you think of Meg Ryan. There's other rom-coms out there that I can think of, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Failure to Launch. There's a lot of different.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's actually what I've got here is Forgetting Sarah Marshall. As far as I would put that as probably one of my favorite modern rom-coms, non-80s category.
Because that's with Marshall from.
How I Met Your
How I
Mother,
Met Your Mother.
who was Jason Segel.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Classic movie. I think probably one of the better. Wedding Crashers, also. And the.
I guess that would be a rom-com.
I think so. I think that would.
While you were sleeping.
While you were sleeping. How about
Bridesmaids? Good one.
Runaway Bride.
Yeah.
My Best Friend's Wedding. The Wedding Date.
The Proposal.
The Proposal.
Yeah.
Pretty much any movie with the word wedding in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Wedding Singer. I've never seen Wedding Singer.
Four Weddings and a Funeral. Wedding Singer's good. It's probably one of. I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan, but it's probably one of my favorite.
We saw it in the
Sandler
theater.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next to the 50 First Dates,
50
which
First
I think
Dates.
is
Oh,
pretty
that's
good. Another
Drew
rom-com,
Barrymore,
which is
yeah.
decent. And then of course Happy Gilmore.
Well, I mean,
because it's a golf movie.
Is there a better rom-com than The Waterboy?
Yeah.
When the
Right.
Waterboy ends up with the one girl that's stuff.
Aliens always chasing a girl. That's a good one.
Aliens.
Sure. Yeah. When
Yeah.
the creature pops out of that guy's stomach.
Yeah.
That would
It
be
was the
Aliens.
feel-good
Oh,
hit
that's
of the
a good
summer.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to hear your favorite rom-com. Give us a call here, 885-4446.
John, what'd you say yours is?
Well, there's so many. I love An Affair to Remember. And
Going old school.
yeah, I go old school for Must Love Dogs is good too. With
that's
John
interesting.
Cusack and Diane Lane.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
Your
to the
favorite?
phones. Good morning. You're on break time.
Good morning, gentlemen. I think for rom-coms, old school, I'd have to go with The Jerk with Steve Martin, Bernadette Peters.
That's an
Aha.
interesting pull.
He
Yeah,
hates these
and,
cans.
The new ones, now, I'm not a big Vince Vaughn fan, but I think Couples Retreat's pretty darn funny.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Couples Retreat was the one with Malik. What's her name?
From SNL?
No, the
Shannon?
Gal, she was in The Proposal. I can't remember.
Is Chris
I
Rock in that
can't
one, too?
remember many of their names,
Yeah.
but a bunch
Kristen
of good actors and stuff, and a lot of good parts. The shark attack is hilarious.
Right.
That one. But guys, have a great day. I'll
Thank you.
Thanks, you
try to
too.
look at you on video later if I can handle it.
No, probably not.
Yeah,
Might
good
not be
luck.
able
Don't
to.
do it during a lunch.
Rick
Yes.
didn't shave, so just so you know.
He looks good that way.
Yeah, I think so
Did
too.
you
It's
ever
like
have
good looks of?
Have you ever had a beard, Craig?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Craig.
I showed these guys the picture.
Yeah, you had a mustache for more of your life, your
Right.
facial hair life
There-
than a beard.
I should break out the old picture of the first year I was here, 1998. John Kraft and I together grilling brats at somebody's house for a radiothon thing.
Radiothon thing.
And John and I both sporting mustaches.
Wow.
Yeah. Good stuff. Mine was fake though.
Now, did you have the Hawaiian shirt with the chest hairs poking out and the Zumbas on at the same time?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
We have a
never
caller.
wear those two in the same time.
Didn't you
Big
have a
flash.
bandana on at that time?
Good morning. This is break time.
Yes, for comedies, The Son-in-Law
The sun.
with Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that a rom-com?
I
Newer
think so.
ones.
I think it would count. Yeah, there's a love interest in there.
There?
Right. Thank you very much for your
Yep.
call. One that combines this time of year with comedy is The American President and Dave.
Oh, Dave's
yeah.
great.
Dave's
Right.
great.
What's his name?
I think when I
Kevin
think about,
Kline.
and
Kevin
I
Kline.
don't want to jump ship here, but on as far
You gotta
as
turn your mic up,
presidential
Rick.
movies, I like Dave probably
is a
the
very
best
good
from
movie.
a presidential movie.
Yeah, those are good. And My Fellow Americans is very funny too. If you get a chance to see it, that's with Jack Lemmon and the guy from Rockford Files,
Jim Garner.
Jim Garner. They are two ex-presidents that are on the run. If you ever get a chance to see that, Dan Aykroyd is the president, think you'd like that one.
Oh, wow.
Ninja's favorite rom-com is 10 Things I Hate About You, which I remember seeing a number of years
is that
ago.
Julia Stiles?
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember.
It is. I'm pretty sure it is Julia
It
Stiles.
is Julia Stiles.
Yes, Julia Stiles and
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, right?
Legendary Heath Ledger.
So if you want to call up, folks, and let us know what your favorite one is. We're going to take a break, guys. We will be back in just a minute. We're live video on Breaktime here on AM 1430 WBEV. Breaktime brought to you in part by Vita Park Eye Associates of Beaver Dam, working to make your eyes among things in life that can seriously improve with age.
It can be difficult buying healthy on a budget. Not so at Rechecks. Why? Because of the law of Rechecks. It's a law I just invented for the purpose of this commercial. This law states that things that are good for you shouldn't always be expensive, and Rechecks follows this through every week by having in every department sales on some of your favorites and on things that are new that you might enjoy once you try. Asparagus Farm Fresh is on sale this week. It's priced at $2.79 a pound. You can pick up 2 1-pound containers of Florida Red Ripe strawberries for a $5 bill this week. Over in the bakery, Grandpa Rechecks' steak buns in 8-count regular price $2.99 this week, $2.49. In the deli, you'll find Kretschmar Hickory Smoked Peppered Turkey Breast, 99% fat-free for $6.99 a pound. Also in the deli, Heat and Eat Homemade Chicken and Rice Soup, $3.49 a pound. Big savings, and it's easy to be a little healthier at Rechecks Food Pride. 609 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam.
Prairie Ridge Health welcomes Dr. Asghar Marwat to their staff. Dr. Marwat specializes in internal medicine, and he is accepting new patients. Dr. Marwat is a member of the Pakistan Medical and Dental Society and the American College of Physicians. He received the Best Intern of the Year award from Kanama Memorial Medical Center. If you're looking for a doctor specializing in internal medicine, call 920-623-1200 and welcome Dr. Asghar Marwat to the Prairie Ridge Health Columbus Clinic location. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
Estate planning and elder law can seem complicated. Anyone with children should listen as Rob Mielek of Mielek Law offers easy to understand and easy to implement information and help. Listen the third Monday of each month as Rob discusses the importance of trust-based planning and affordable wills to protect your family. He even offers payment plans. Listen this Monday at 11:10 on WBEV 1430 AM for Rob Mielek of Mielek Law, your home.
And this is Break Time with the gang, and we are on Daily Dodge Video. If you want to join us, call. Good morning. You're on Break Time.
Yes, good morning. How about you want romantic comedies? How about anything with Doris Day, like Pillow Talk?
The Doors, yeah, Doris and Rock.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, they were a famous
They're
couple.
always good romantic comedies.
That's right. Well, thank you very much for your call.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, they called those bedroom comedies, I believe is the term for those early 60s ones with Doris Day and Rock Hudson.
You know, the great thing about video streaming this, John, you can tell when nobody is in the studio and it's just John Kraft because I think we started. Oh, now here we're all back.
Well, we
again.
were all looking at equipment options.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is a learning experience for us here, John.
Yeah. Just the levels alone, is once we got that worked out, then you'll be able to hear us. Oh, we lost the caller. Oh, here we go. Hi, you're on Break Time. Good morning.
How about Father of the Bride?
Yes.
Oh,
Right,
good
both
one.
of them, all of them.
Spencer
Yeah.
Tracy's one and also Steve Martin's one, right?
Yes, I love them too.
All right.
when she finds out she's pregnant.
The Spencer Tracy one, it should not be overlooked just because the Steve Martin one is so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I love the Steve Martin one where he's in the grocery store. That's because the bun people got together with the hot dog people.
Yeah.
He goes on this rant about there's 10 hot dogs, but there's only 8 buns
Yes.
in packages. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. And very accurate, too.
I can never figure out the wieners in the grocery stores. There's regular and there's bun length. Correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't the bun length be the regular hot dog?
Yeah, that's a good
Correct.
point.
You're right. You're right.
Unanswered questions.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah. 885-4446. What is your all-time? Are we going to news, guys? ABC?
Sure.
Okay, we wanted to check.
I think the people want to be informed.
Yeah,
I think there was a primary yesterday that people maybe are still talking about.
This is just mindless chatter. I think they need
you're
actual
right.
information,
They need an escape
perhaps.
They actually need radio announcers that are saying, here's the news.
All right.
No appointment necessary for the Quick Lane Oil Change at Countryside Ford in Columbus. 10% military discount every Monday and senior citizen discount on Wednesday. Countryside Ford, 330 Transit Road, Columbus.
This week's DailyDodge.com High School Team of the Week is the Columbus boys basketball team. As we head down the home stretch of the regular season, Ben Shambo's squad is currently tied with Lake Mills on top of the Capital North Conference. Now, after dropping their first 3 games of the season, the Cardinals got hot by winning 11 of their next 12 contests, including their first 5 league games. Congratulations to the Columbus boys basketball team. This week's DailyDodge.com High School Team of the Week.
You're listening to AM 1430 WBEV Beaver Dam, and we've got Radio Bingo coming up this afternoon, 1:35, as we fire up the bingo balls. Radio Bingo, right here, $25 daily prize, $500 if you bingo within the first 50 numbers called. Here's ABC.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. We all know that Bernie Sanders won the New Hampshire primary and that Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, and Elizabeth Warren came in second, third, and fourth. The real question now is what happens to Joe Biden following his 5th place finish. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is in Columbia, South Carolina.
Joe Biden left New Hampshire before the polls even closed, coming here to South Carolina. His campaign says the idea that you can draw any conclusion after these first 2 contests rules out a lot of minority voices who haven't had a chance to weigh in yet. That is why he came to South Carolina, to make sure those people know their voices matter and that he is listening, telling the crowd here, it ain't over.
The census begins in a month. Today, House Oversight Committee members are hearing from the head of the Census Bureau, Committee Chairman Carolyn Maloney.
The administration's preparations for the census have been woefully inadequate. Whether through incompetence or intentional action, this administration's failures risk causing grave harm to this year's census.
She says that some in the government aren't taking the steps needed to make sure the count is accurate. The head of the Census Bureau says they are. Airbnb, the latest company dealing with losses from the coronavirus. Bookings in Beijing have been cut off until the end of the month. ABC's Tom Rivers at the Foreign Desk with more on how the newly named COVID-19 infection is hitting China economically.
President Xi is promising tax cuts and other aid to businesses badly affected by the outbreak, in a renewed effort to rein in the rising damage to the Chinese economy. His announcement comes as companies there face increasing losses due to the closure of factories, offices, shops, and other businesses in the most sweeping anti-disease measures ever imposed. While some businesses are now beginning to reopen, many face heavy losses.
The Dow is up 191 points. You're listening to ABC News.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this magic music, which will inspire the perfect hire to begin clog dancing. Okay, there's no magic music, but skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Post your next job at Indeed.com/hire and try skills tests for free. Terms and conditions apply.
The St. Louis Blues are hoping to hear more about one of their most popular hockey players after he collapsed on the bench last night in Anaheim.
Blues defenseman Jay Bouwmeester said to be conscious, alert, and stabilized as he was loaded into an ambulance at the Honda Center in Anaheim Tuesday night after suffering what's being called a cardiac episode. St. Louis Blues general manager Doug Armstrong says he's undergoing further testing by physicians. They hope to have an update Wednesday morning. The game was postponed. Ryan Burrow, ABC News.
A town in Texas closed because of the flu.
In the town of Rio Vista, south of Fort Worth, the typical daily attendance among the 770 public school students is about 97%. In the last few weeks, that number has been falling dramatically. 1 in 7 kids has been diagnosed with the flu, and the superintendent has been forced to close down the entire school district for at least the next week. During the shutdown, the classrooms and even school buses will undergo a deep cleaning with as many surfaces as possible sanitized. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
There's a new top dog in town.
The best in show goes to the Standard Poop.
Yes! Yes! Siva takes it all!
4-year-old. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Call on FS1. Seba edged out Bourbon the Whippet and the crowd favorite, a golden retriever named Daniel. Poodles have won plenty of times at Westminster in the past. The golden retriever, a popular family pet, has never won. This is ABC News.
Did you know that the IRS is getting more aggressive these days and they're using private collection agencies to track you down? Don't wait. If you owe more than $10,000, then you need to take action. Take advantage of the Fresh Start Initiative, a program in place that can help you now. If you qualify, you can save thousands. Call about the government program designed to help you and call Oxford Tax, the Fresh Start experts. It's important that you take action before programs change. Call Oxford Tax at 800-549-8040. 800-549-8040.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Get the latest news, sports, and more by following Daily Dodge on Twitter at DailyDodgeBD.
It is 10:06. This is a special video version of Breaktime. Just go to dailydodge.com and go to video. We are broadcasting live with Craig and Tom and Rick. Couple things musically on this day in history, guys. 53 years ago today in 1967, 15 police officers raided Keith Richards' home in England.
Wow.
They found various substances of a suspicious nature, including hashish, pills, and Mick Jagger's naked girlfriend, Marianne Faithfull. That's they did. They actually walked in on her.
Really?
Are you saying Keith Richards did drugs?
I just heard.
That's what I was wondering about. Is that the implication I'm getting here?
Are you sure he wasn't holding it for a friend?
I just read an article that said Keith Richards just quit smoking. Like a couple
Really?
months ago.
Good for him.
Yeah. Now it's the other 12 drugs he's taking. Apparently he's on the 12-step program.
A lot of Metamucil.
Wasn't it Keith Richards? Yeah, now he's doing Metamucil.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Keith Richards that fell out of the coconut tree?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And he also fell off a chair, too.
And he was the one that didn't.
Right.
He recorded
Canceled the tour for falling off that chair.
When he recorded the what you call it for Satisfaction, he passed out, didn't remember playing anything, but there was a tape recorder running, and caught it. I think that's what happened with Satisfaction.
Well, you know, though they're sleepy from being on the road so long. They got to be able to catch a few Z's whenever they can.
Exhausting life.
Very exhausting.
I read once the Turtles were playing a concert, and the lead singer fell off the stage 7 times.
7?
What?
That is a true story. They fell off the stage 7 times. You can probably even Google it, but it must have been interesting. Happy together.
After the second, it's kind of like OWIs. After like the third one,
Yeah.
you might realize that don't walk near the edge of the stage.
Yeah.
That would just, that common thing.
Yeah. Is there a roadie that could put some glow-in-the-dark tape maybe at the front of the stage?
Right. Or is there a roadie that could just stand in front of you?
Right.
And Rick, this is for you mainly. 39 years ago today, 1981, Rush released their 8th album, Moving Pictures.
Yeah.
With their smashes Tom Sawyer, Limelight, YYZ, and Red Barchetta.
Perhaps their best.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
That's your favorite group, isn't it, Rick?
No, well, everybody always thinks that. I really like them. I think one of the reasons I really like them is the fact that they're 3 guys, and they put out unbelievable amount of music for 3 people.
Power trio.
Yeah, just a trap set, an accordion, and a snare drum.
Right. One wouldn't expect them to sound so big.
At some point we'll do the all-time greatest bands.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You say you don't love them, but you talk about how much you love them. Their adoration.
I love the music, but they're not my favorite. I mean, the Beatles are my favorite band. I think everybody's like that. They got bands that they really like, but then there's like that one that's like, but there's never ever going to be anything like that.
The Beatles, okay, that's the group that Paul McCartney was in before Wings.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Little known group.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were only together for a short amount of time, but they made a heck of a lot of music.
I wonder how many songs McCartney and Lennon wrote, because they wrote so many, not just for the Beatles themselves, but for other artists.
Well, didn't Paul McCartney write On Wisconsin?
Did he really?
I think so.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that.
I think we may need to look into the factuality of that, young Thomas.
It does seem questionable.
Our producers will look into that.
I thought for sure that he had something to do with On Wisconsin.
Huh. The University of Wisconsin Russian Folk Orchestra is who's credited for that.
Okay. I thought Paul McCartney somehow was related to that.
I think he was in the same town that day.
That's how we
Might
got
have
it.
been.
No, I don't know. There's something there with Paul McCartney and On Wisconsin. Maybe he bought the rights to the song.
That does sound accurate because he was buying up all types of music. I mean, that's a smart investment.
Oh, sure.
Michael Jackson's
Has
library.
he approached the damn heathens?
Not yet. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Do you guys got your Christmas album out yet, Craig?
Not yet. We're going to release it in July.
It's a cosmic Christmas.
Right. It's
How many original songs you guys have?
we have 2 original songs. Yeah.
Have you written either of them?
I kind of I could be credited for the music on one of them.
Would you say you're a cover band? I've never heard the Damn Heathens. Describe your music.
So like we got together and we just started playing, and we were playing songs by like Merle Haggard and like Traffic and some of these bands, and then somebody pointed out that we're covering songs that the Grateful Dead also covered. So we realized we were a Grateful Dead cover band. Yeah. We didn't play any Grateful Dead songs, but we played. Apparently, we were playing songs that the Grateful Dead also covered. But then we added a Grateful Dead song, so we're not a Grateful Dead cover song. Well, we really play a lot of Stones songs. I would say that's probably the majority of our. We play about a half a dozen Rolling Stones songs. Merle Haggard, a little classic country, a little classic rock.
Does your bass player look like Keith Richards in the band?
Our bass player is Nate Kirchhoff, who spent many years here on WBEV on the weekends. He was our weekend guy. He's moved to Minneapolis to be a professional musician.
Remember Nate? Yeah,
he's doing a great job over there. We've got a weird dynamic. The band is made up of half like hobby musician amateurs. That's me and Bill basically, and then everybody else is just super talented musicians who are brilliant multi-instrumentalists, but they're so good they don't play their primary instrument. They dumb themselves down to Bill and I's level. So Elwood's in the band. He's probably, as far as I'm concerned, he's the greatest guitar player in the Midwest, if not anywhere. So, but we won't let him play guitar. He's too good.
You probably make him do what?
So he'll play keyboards, basically.
Put him on the cymbals.
Keyboards, bass. If Nate's not around, he'll play drums. I mean, he's great multi-instrumentalist. He could play anything. And that was it. We had Dave Geschke. People hear Dave Geschke from Edward Jones on the air all the time. He was a founding bass player for Road Trip. Again, too good for that, so we put him on drums.
There you go.
And kind of on and on. That's kind of our stuff. Nate's one of the best guitar players in the band, but he's on bass guitar because he's just too good. Yes. We don't need him showing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So
you guys are the highlight.
We are our amateur skills are the highlight of the band, and we allow everybody to dumb themselves down to our level.
Unfortunately, if you were a band that was really making it right now, you'd probably would be voted off of the island.
You never know. If when Clive decides to walk through from Arista, if he wants to sign us, we'll be ready. I suppose.
Have you played for any church groups, or has the name been a little off-putting for that?
So we got the name because Nate was played in a church band at the time, and they were having a rehearsal on Thursday night, which was the Damn Heathens, or which was, I think we were just Bloody Bill and the Hemophiliacs or whatever. And so we were able to lure Nate away from church practice with promises of loud rock and roll music and cheap beer, and it worked.
Yeah.
So
the words "damn" and "heathen" were good too to use for our church
exactly
band experience. Yeah.
So that night, the Damn Heathens were born.
All right.
As we stole Nate away from his church band, he eventually played with them again.
All right. Well, we got to take a break, guys. We'll be back with more break time in a little bit.
Fantastic bargains this week at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam. And Leslie, this time around, let's start in the meat case.
Ooh, it's Valentine's Day coming up, Rick, and a New York strip steak is just $5.99 right now. That's a great meal for your Valentine. The 95X South Central Wisconsin Career Expo is Wednesday, March 11th at the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse from 9:30 to 4. Employers with diverse hiring opportunities from the area want to meet you. There are 3 resume clinics planned to prepare you for the Career Expo. All are free, no appointment necessary. Simply walk in Wednesday, March 4th, 11 to 3 at the Watertown Public Library, Tuesday, March 5th, 11 to 3 at the Juneau Public Library, or Tuesday, March 10th, 11 to 4 at Moraine Park Technical College in Beaver Dam. More info at dailydodge.com.
Fantastic bargains this week at Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam. And Leslie, this time around, let's start in the meat case.
Ooh, it's Valentine's Day coming up, Rick, and a New York strip steak is just $5.99 right now. That's a great meal for your Valentine.
I know a lot of people that really love their shrimp.
Yeah, surf and turf it, baby. Icy ocean cooked shrimp, 16 ounce, just $5.99 right now. Or you can get the Holy Easy Peel jumbo shrimp, just $4.99.
Wow, fantastic bargains. And how about a little cake?
Yeah, gotta have some dessert for your Valentine because they're sweet. Pepperidge Farm layer cake is $1.99. So many different choices, and and the Kemp's custard, frozen yogurt, or ice cream, just $2.99.
Hey, Leslie, we have to talk about Valentine's Day. Not only are those some great bargains, but you'll find champagne in the liquor department, always at a special price, and a brand new floral department.
Yeah, so you can get some flowers for your sweetie, a nice plant. They've got lots of great things there.
And I gotta say, even for a guy,
yes,
you'll love to get a plant or flowers.
You
Beaver
bet.
Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam.
Rave On! The Buddy Holly Experience is coming to the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium Saturday, February 15th. The Buddy Holly Experience is a high-energy rock and roll extravaganza with Buddy Holly's biggest hits, plus songs by his fellow rockers, Elvis, Richie Valens, The Big Bopper, and more. That's 4 p.m. Saturday, February 15th at the Beaver Dam High School Auditorium, sponsored by the Beaver Dam Community Hospital Foundation. Get your tickets online at bdch.com, click on Foundation, then Events.
A Trivia Night fundraiser is planned for Saturday, March 21st to help the Dodge County 4-H and FFA Youth Meat Animal Sale Committee raise money for upgrades in the lamb and beef barn at the Dodge County Fairgrounds. The annual Dodge County Trivia Night at Dodgeland High School will feature 10 rounds of 10 questions with each team consisting of 8 players. Doors open at 4. Trivia starts at 6. In addition to trivia, the committee will have bucket raffles, silent auction items, and a 50-50 raffle. To donate to trivia, email mastertrivianight@yahoo.com or call 920-988-1817.
Teachers change lives, and they should be recognized for the important role they play in the development of our precious children. American Bank, WBEV, 95X, and the Heffron Family Fund, as part of the Beaver Dam Area Community Foundation, congratulate Alicia Sether on being Teacher of the Month. Alicia is a kindergarten teacher at Jefferson School in Beaver Dam. She works hard to encourage the love of learning. To encourage her students to read, she, along with family and friends, donate funds to provide each child with a brand new book each month. Congratulations and thanks for your dedication, Alicia Sether. Any teacher who teaches in a Dodge County school district is eligible to be Teacher of the Month. Any student, parent, fellow teacher, individual, or group can nominate a teacher. $300 will be sent to the school district in the winning teacher's name to be used in the teacher's classroom for items or projects determined by the teacher. Enter your nomination on our website, dailydodge.com.
Country Hearth Breads would like to offer a toast to breakfast. Their new breakfast breads are baked with simple, natural ingredients like fresh apples and cinnamon, cranberries and wild rice, real maple syrup, and sweet, tangy blueberries. They're great right out of the package, but with their slightly chewy texture, they're even better toasted. No matter how you like yours, Country Hearth breakfast breads are the naturally delicious choice.
We're going to check in early here with local news brought to you by Prairie Ridge Assisted Living with locations in Beaver Dam, also in Waupun and Mayville. Life celebrated daily. Now from the Daily Dodge News Center, here's your hometown news headlines with Kevin Hogan.
The Juneau Common Council last night hired a company to remodel their new city hall. In December, the city closed on the purchase of the former Farmers and Merchants Bank. The bank sold the Jewel Street building to the city for $165,000 late last year. Camp's building and remodeling was hired at a cost not to exceed $100,000. That includes $8,000 to remove a wall, expanding the future council chambers for more seating. The current City Hall at 150 Miller Street, across from the Dodge County Administration Building, is in need of repairs that officials say are not cost-effective. The city of Juneau will be reconstructing a stretch of South Main Street this summer without borrowing any money. The $650,000 project from Cross to Kent Streets will be paid in part with $250,000 in leftover community development block grant monies from a dormant revolving loan fund. The balance will be covered with money remaining from recently closed tax increment finance districts 2 and 3. South Main Street will see brand new concrete street, sidewalks, curb and gutter, along with new underground storm sewer infrastructure. A Milwaukee developer is looking to build multi-family housing units on a property owned by a Mayville alderperson. The Common Council this week rezoned Alderman Jane Frain's property from single-family to multiple-family as a first step to the potential project. Integris has proposed constructing 2-story buildings with garages on the roughly 7-acre property. The project could create an estimated 30 to 60 units for rent. Integris co-founder Thomas Beatty says a market survey will be conducted to determine how many units can fit on the property. Mayville's Planning Commission will have final say-so to greenlight the project. Now, the Beaver Dam School District is looking at a graduation rate in excess of 95% for the current school year. The school board reviewed numbers this week that indicates that the number of students graduating in 4 years will, quote, easily surpass their current projection of 95.6%. 2 years ago, Beaver Dam had an 84% graduation rate, and last year that number increased to nearly 89%. The Beaver Dam Chamber of Commerce has hired a new executive director. Tracy Probst will start in the new position April 1st, succeeding Phil Fritchie, who held the post for the past 16 years. Probst brings over 25 years of experience in sales and marketing in both private and public companies, as well as a nonprofit organization. She spent 22 years as vice president of sales with Gale Foods in Germantown. Probst is leaving a program and project leader position at the Professional Dairy Producers in Juneau and has also done contracted work for the City of Beaver Dam as a community development manager. Well, a 39-year-old Fond du Lac man is facing charges for a stabbing incident Monday night in the 100 block of Marys Avenue. According to police, a 34-year-old woman called authorities saying the man was threatening her with a knife and fighting with another man. Both victims escaped the residence and locked themselves in a vehicle parked in the driveway until police arrived and arrested the suspect. The individual is facing a number of charges, including second-degree recklessly endangering safety. A correction for a story reran yesterday. The Beaver Dam School District robotics team that will be competing internationally this spring is from the middle school and not the high school. The Masterminds are one of 2 teams from Wisconsin and one of 8 from the United States to be invited to compete in Japan this May. First, LEGO League Open International Japan 2020 will feature clubs from 60 countries representing every continent except Antarctica. And we'll check sports here in just a minute.
When it comes to finding the right assisted living resource, Prairie Ridge knows exactly what is important when making such a large decision for yourself or loved one. That's why Prairie Ridge Assisted Living in Beaver Dam, Waupun, and Mayville are proud to offer amenities that will help make the transition seamless. They have thought of every detail to create an at-home environment, from being pet-friendly, providing private, spacious apartment-like rooms with private baths and kitchenettes, in-room rehab assistance availability, numerous social activities, an on-site chapel, and a large, experienced staff of caregivers to help provide you with all of your needs. Go online at prairieridgeassisted.com and request your private tour today and come see all of the amazing amenities Prairie Ridge Assisted Living in Beaver Dam, Waupun, and Mayville have to offer. Prairie Ridge Assisted Living, where home is first and assisted living is second. For local news online, visit dailydodge.com, named a Digital Operation of the Year by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
And in sports, the Indiana Pacers will be trying to break a 6-game losing streak when they host Milwaukee tonight in the last game before the All-Star break for both sides. Bucks are headed in the opposite direction with a 5-game winning streak and a league-best 46-7 record. Milwaukee is dominating the boards and producing the best defensive rating in the NBA during the month of February. They will need that defensive firepower because the team will be playing without superstar forward Giannis Antetokounmpo for the 2nd straight game after the birth of his son. A former NFL cornerback Devon House has informed the team he tends to retire as a Green Bay Packer. House played 4 seasons in Green Bay, spent 2 campaigns in Jacksonville, then returned to the Packers in 2017 to add his veteran know-how to a youthful group of defenders. His career ended when he was placed on IR during the 2018 season and was not able to return to action last summer at the age of 29. He played 55 games for Green Bay, starting 26 and producing 31 passes defended and 3 interceptions. And in local sports and boys basketball, Reedsburg defeated Beaver Dam 63-59. Monona Grove lost to Watertown 57-54. Waupun beat Mayville 63-56. And in girls basketball, Marshall clinched the Capital North title with a 75-44 win over New Glarus. Wisconsin Heights beat Waterloo 63-44. Watertown came out on top against Monona Grove 47-37. All local sports scores available on the sports page at dailydodge.com. You can talk Badger hockey tonight at 6 p.m. on 1430 WBEV during the Badger Hockey Hour. And I'm Kevin Howgren reporting from the Daily Dodge News Center. Submit your news tips at dailydodge.com.
Hi, this is Stacy from Slumberland Furniture in Beaver Dam and Watertown, the girl next door with a big box store. Get comfy. Here comes your weather.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. A few scattered areas of rain and snow mixing here possible late this afternoon with increasing clouds, a high in the mid-30s. Southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, a good chance for snow showers 1 to 2 inches possible. Cloudy, a low near 8 above. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on your hometown station AM 1430 WBEV. Currently, it's 27.
24 minutes past 10, the news and weather together, a courtesy of Prairie Ridge Assisted Living with locations in Beaver Dam, Mayville, and in Waupun. It is 10:25, I'm sorry, and we go back to our live video coverage of Breaktime, and Craig Warmbold, you got a bunch of special guests down there, do you not?
That's right. We've got the folks from Leadership Beaver Dam. They are taking a tour of the radio station today. We are going to have an opportunity to meet with each and every one of them. We're going to start with Lisa over here. Lisa, why don't you come here on Breaktime and tell everybody, if you would, well, first of all, your name.
I'm Lisa Panzer, and I am part of the Leadership Beaver Dam class of 2019-2020. And as we say, the best class ever.
Did you guys see the way she just ran with it? We're going to need you guys all to do that. So no pressure. The big question today is, what is your favorite romantic comedy?
I'll go with the classic Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle, very good one. It was mentioned a little, Tom Hanks. It doesn't get any better than that. What do you think of Leadership Beaver Dam so far?
So far, we've seen a lot of businesses in the area and a ton of things that we wouldn't necessarily realize happen just in Beaver Dam.
Excellent. Very good. So we get to have the next person come. It's a familiar face. Laura, how are you? Good. Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate you joining us today.
Hi, guys. Craig, Thomas. Good to see you guys.
That's Rick. I'm Craig. That's Thomas.
Yeah,
it's
tell
nice.
me something I don't know.
It's nice to meet you. Laura's an old friend, of course. We were talking about the Damn Heathens.
Old, right? Right? They played at my barn one time, right? The Damn Heathens.
For your wedding.
Right,
It was,
right.
I mean,
that was 4 years
we're
ago.
available for bar mitzvahs, all of it. So,
right.
So give us a call. So what's your favorite romantic comedy, Laura?
I would have to say Pretty Woman.
Another one. Rick's favorite movie,
See?
too.
Yeah.
You guys get together. And so Leadership Beaver Dam, what is it, the theme of today's, is it business?
We are at businesses in Beaver Dam. We've been to Kraft Foods, Water Technologies. We're at Good Karma Brands right now, going to Apache, and then the DC, Walmart DC.
Excellent. Very good. Well, we won't take up too much of your time because we know you want to keep moving. But
Alex.
We'll go to Alex now, the next guy in the group here. And I do believe that Rick's got a few questions for you.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, throw me out here. No, Craig's got a few questions.
Well, I'm Alex Jeeves. Yeah, class of 1920, Leadership Beaver Dam.
Very good.
Is Pulp Fiction a romantic comedy?
It is.
Okay.
We will accept that as a appropriate answer, for sure. How many different types of themed classes do you have? You have like school day and today's business day?
Yep, there's charity day, business day.
What do you have coming up?
What is the next one? Can somebody help me?
School. Now,
Okay.
did you go to school?
I did go to school.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So
Not here, but at a school.
But you'll have a different insight into
Yes,
that.
yeah.
All right. Well, Pulp Fiction, Alex.
I just want to make sure that Alex, that your class is it 1920 or 2020? You said 1920, and Thomas and I looked at each other. Is this 2020 class or 1920?
Well, it is
like
2019 and 2020.
1920.
Yeah,
roaring
we
20s.
bridged
Got your
that.
flappers with you today.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. 2019-2020 class. We'll accept that. And now we've got Amy joining. Hi, Amy. How are you?
Hi, Amy Fine. I'm from Fond du Lac, but I work in Beaver Dam, so I'm getting to learn Beaver Dam more.
Where do you work in Beaver Dam?
At the Walmart Distribution Center.
Oh, and you guys are going to the Walmart Distribution Center next?
We are for lunch.
What are they going to see there?
Everything.
Okay.
The
You're
whole
going to take them
building.
through the whole building and everything like that? All right, very good.
It's going to be exciting.
What do you like about Leadership Beaver Dam?
Just getting to know the area.
Okay.
And made a lot of great new friends. So
excellent.
Very
good.
Great.
Favorite romantic comedy?
I'm going to go with The Wedding Singer.
Good call. Yes, that was mentioned a little bit earlier. I would definitely have to say that's a favorite of mine. Who's the next lucky victim?
Jeannie is.
All right, Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Now, what brought you to Leadership Beaver Dam?
A couple of my coworkers went through it and really enjoyed it and highly recommended it, so I thought I would try it too. And by the way, Laura forgot to mention that we started out at American Bank.
Oh, how do you forget American Bank, Laura? Now, where do you work?
I work at InterQuest.
Oh, at InterQuest. Excellent. Very good. So what was your reason then for signing up for Leadership Beaver Dam? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Just learn more about our community and what I can do to help in our community.
That is an acceptable answer. What about favorite romantic comedy?
Does Groundhog's Day work?
We just talked about
We
that.
were just talking
Really?
about that, yes. And it does work. In fact, it was one that we had forgotten about. Sometimes you don't think about movies being rom-coms like Pulp Fiction, but they can very much be. So that's an excellent answer.
Did we mention that we forgot Groundhog Day?
I think no, I don't know if we did, but it is a good one.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. I think Groundhog Day was released today in 1993, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah. What are the odds of that? So who's the next victim? There we go. Hi, Haley. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Now, did you know that Groundhog Day was released today in 1993?
I just learned that right now.
We were
Quite
talking about
amazing.
Groundhog Day
Yeah.
earlier.
No, it was just a few moments ago. It felt like. Haley, what did you join Leadership Beaver Dam for?
I'm actually the Rotary Club of Beaver Dam sponsored student this year. So
Now, what is the Rotary Club? What sets the Rotary Club aside from other service organizations?
well, we're the best.
Of course.
Of course.
Mhm.
We are one of the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's
Okay.
been a long time. We do a lot with the community and it's a lot of fun.
What's been one of your favorite opportunities so far with Leadership Beaver Dam?
That's a good question.
Yes, they all are.
All of it. The tours have all been really cool. We've learned a lot that I don't think a lot of us knew about Beaver Dam, and I like all the connections that I've made.
Excellent, very good. Favorite rom-com?
50 First Dates.
Ah, yes, Adam Sandler. Probably the best Adam Sandler rom-com out there.
Other than The Waterboy, right?
Other than The Great White. Did you know that today, in 1993, Groundhog Day was released?
Really? I did not.
About that
Right.
before, that
Yeah,
Groundhog
I don't
Day
know if you
was
guys knew
released.
that, but very exciting news. So who's next up over here?
We have Meredith.
Oh, Meredith, we can't wait for you. How you doing, Meredith? I know. It's not Radiothon.
No.
We want to do this. We want to try to break it up halfway through the year so that you hear more often. I know, it's a good idea. So, Leadership Beaver Dam, what's been your favorite part so far?
History Day.
Got talking to the microphone, otherwise the folks out there won't hear you.
Sorry, History Day.
What did you learn on History Day?
So Beaver Dam has been home to me for 19 years, and I had never been to the Historical Museum, so that was a lot of fun for me. I learned a lot of interesting things. We did I don't even know how long our walk was, but I did not know that there were so many monumental buildings still in Beaver Dam.
And that walk would have probably been in the warm weather months.
It
Leadership
was.
Beaver Dam is a year-long
It was-
course.
Yep, it was really
Preferably,
nice
I would
that
think,
day.
right?
It was one of our best days I think we had.
You know, speaking of history, did you know that Groundhog Day was released today in
did not know
1993?
No.
Yeah, we were just talking about
We were
the fact
just
that
talking
Groundhog
about
Day
that,
was released.
and I think maybe some of you have seen that as well. What's your favorite romantic comedy?
My best friend's wedding.
Ah, yes. No, that was on your
That
list
was another
too,
one that we
as
mentioned.
well,
See,
Rick.
another one, yep.
Very good. So who was the next fortunate victim? Christina. And now, Christina, you are with which organization?
Marine Park.
Oh, Moraine Park. Why did you get involved in Leadership Beaver Dam?
My boss suggested that I do it,
Okay.
and I consider myself kind of a transplant Beaver
Okay.
Dam resident. I've lived here my whole life, but I've worked in Fond du Lac, so important to me to get in the community and learn about it, and meet some awesome people.
What's been your favorite part so far?
I think just making connections with people. I really enjoy my entire class, so it's been
Wonderful.
fun.
Very good. Favorite rom-com?
I'm kind of for cheesy, like 90s movies, so I'm going to go with 10 Things I Hate About You.
Ah, Ninja's favorite rom-com as well. Did you know that in 1993, Groundhog Day was released on this very day?
That's surprising.
That
I learned
is-
that
is
just
it not
now.
that-
Right now.
I think we just talked about that a few minutes
Right
ago.
now.
So who have we got up next?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, lucky you. Now, Jasmine, you're going to need to contain your excitement if you're going to be on this program. How are you, Jasmine?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, what group are you affiliated with?
I am with Ritual Foods.
Oh, okay.
Leadership Beaver Dam.
Wonderful. And what are you looking forward to getting them out of Leadership Beaver Dam the most?
I'm connecting more with my community and just meeting people.
Wonderful. Have you met any good people here yet?
All of them are good.
That was the right
Great
answer.
people.
Yeah, I was kind of set that one up for you. Are you enjoying the radio station tour so far?
I am so far.
You literally just walked in the door, though. I think all of you guys just got here.
I met with him for a brat fry at Rich Low Foods.
Oh,
so,
very
I
nice.
was the one that broke my foot.
Yes.
Oh no, not at
I
the
didn't
brat
break.
fry.
No, and I didn't break it.
Oh,
No,
okay, all right. Had nothing to do with the brat fry, right?
No.
Well, that's good. Yeah, the brats are not frozen when they're made fresh. So,
They were.
what is your favorite rom-com?
I think it's going to be Must Love Dogs.
Must Love Dogs. That was Janine Garofalo, I think, right?
Yeah.
And
No, that's the truth about cats and dogs.
Oh, that's the truth about cats and dogs?
Yeah, John Cusack was in Must Love Dogs.
By the way, John Kraft is the other member of the morning.
John Kraft.
He's
we
in
didn't
there.
mention that. He's
John
in that
Kraft
box
is
there.
John Kraft is trapped in this little
John,
box right here.
Can you hear us?
John. John.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
Great movie, though. Did you know that in 1993, on this day, the movie Groundhog Day was released?
Born in 1993.
Is that right? Well,
Yeah, we were just talking about
we were
Groundhog
I
Day.
think we were just talking about that. So, who can you introduce next
Miss
for us?
Ginny.
Oh, Ginny. It's good to see you.
Good
Now,
morning.
Are you with Walmart too?
I am at the Walmart Distribution Center with Amy.
Wow, and you're going to, so you got to go back to work then after this? Is that how
Correct.
this, all right. But is
Yeah.
there a good meal planned?
Cousin subs.
Okay, all right, very good.
Yeah.
Now, when you're at the Walmart Distribution Center, can you just pop open boxes and take stuff out and bring
That
it
would
home?
that would bring you to HR where I am, and we would do some exit interview paperwork.
see,
so
I
no,
see.
not
So
a good
that's
idea.
Frowned upon
Correct.
is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, very
yes.
good.
I guess that means probably not driving forklifts without authorization.
Correct.
Oh,
Yep.
man. So then the forklift isn't going to be here
No.
today?
No.
All right. So Leadership Beaver Dam, would you recommend this to somebody else?
I absolutely would. I moved to Beaver Dam in 2006, and it's been a way to learn more about the community that I live in, and then just to make the connections with different people throughout the community and different businesses has been amazing.
Did you say 2006?
Yeah.
I moved in 2006
Did
to
you?
Beaver Dam. Yeah. Small world.
It is a small world.
I don't know if they call relocating you to Beaver Dam is the same
Right.
as moving.
Maybe. It could be. It depends on how you look at it.
Witness protection program thing.
Well, we'll just keep that between us, though, right?
Yeah.
As long as it stays on the inside. Favorite rom-com?
I'm going with Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, sure. Yes.
And
And that
Reese
stars, of
Witherspoon,
course.
yeah.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
and the
Patrick Dempsey.
Oh.
Yeah.
well, he was the second
McSteamy?
guy, though.
Is that McSteamy?
The other
That's
guy was the
McSteamy.
Josh.
Oh, Josh, yes.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah.
just like Paul Newman.
Just like Paul Newman. Thank you, Box, on the floor.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Who are you bringing over
Miss
here
Ashley.
next?
Hello,
Hi,
good
hi,
morning.
Ashley, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Were you at the Beaver Dam School Board meeting on Monday?
I was.
Okay, I thought you looked
yes.
familiar. So you're
Yep.
with the Beaver Dam School District
I
then?
am.
All right.
Yep.
Why is it that you signed up for Leadership Beaver Dam?
So our superintendent, Mark DiStefano, actually recommended that I do this program, and so yeah, I
Are
was
you-
really grateful for the opportunity.
Are you
Part
from
of
the Beaver Dam?
detention? Or?
What was that box on the floor?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Now I forgot. I had a brilliant question lined up too. Are you from the area?
I've been here about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So did
Yep.
you learn something new that you weren't expecting to learn?
Yes, I did a lot. On History Day, kind of piggybacking off of what Meredith had said,
Mm-hmm.
History Day, and then just in general, some of the businesses that are here in Beaver Dam that I never really realized existed. So it's
Right.
pretty cool.
You know, speaking of history, did you know that on this day in 1993, the movie Groundhog Day was released?
I did not know that.
Yeah, we
Thank
were
you.
just talking about Groundhog Day
Talking
earlier
about that.
today.
It's a good movie. Good romantic
Always
comedy.
learning.
What's your favorite romantic comedy?
I would have to go with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I talked about Matthew McConaughey.
Exactly.
All
Who
right,
doesn't
all
like
right.
Matthew McConaughey? Yeah.
Would you go on a date with Matthew McConaughey? if
I
you were
would.
asked?
As long as my husband isn't listening, yes.
Don't
Is
worry.
Is Matthew
we'll keep it
McConaughey
here.
your?
He probably would too. He'd want to come with.
I was gonna say, is Matthew
Who
McConaughey?
doesn't want to
your-
hang out with him?
Is
That's
he
a
your hall
different
pass?
podcast I think we're talking about. So
Yeah, he might.
well, thank you very much. And now, who are you going to send over here now? I believe we got Dan waiting in the wings. Now, Dan, I know from the city of Beaver Dam, you are the Department of Public Works Director. Is that the
Correct.
official title?
That's correct.
Did I get that right? You've been with the city a couple years now.
Yes.
Moved from what part of the world?
Rhinelander.
Okay.
Born and raised
Hodag
in,
country.
Yeah.
Correct. Born and raised in Portage.
What is a hodag anyway?
Yeah, what is a hodag anyway? The box on the floor wants to know.
A mythical creature that lives in the woods.
Thank you. Now let me out.
All right. We're video streaming, by the way, at dailydodge.com under the video tab.
Love what you've done with the place.
Do
Since
you
the
like
last
this?
time I was here.
Yeah, it is. But you were here for community comment.
Correct.
Giving us some insight into the world of DPW.
There's got to be a trap door in here somewhere.
If you've only been in Beaver Dam a couple of years now, were you able to learn anything through Leadership Beaver Dam that you didn't know about the city before?
Absolutely. All the people, all the networking. I've gotten with business leaders, the different, all the different people we've met, all the different businesses we've gone to. I'll work with them in the future.
Excellent.
I have a really important question. When is bulk pickup?
Bulk pickup, I think, is that coming up?
Wednesday, the curbside bulk?
Curbside, big one,
Curbside
yeah.
bulk, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be in May.
Yeah.
See, I thought I could maybe throw
And now, do we still have to separate our plastics from? All right, we'll get to that later. What's your favorite romantic comedy? Your wife is listening or watching.
Well, it's very close to Valentine's Day, so whatever my wife and I go to for a movie Friday night.
That is the appropriate response, by the way, for all men. Thank you very much. Who's up next over here? People are shaking their head. Do we go through it? No, Allison, you've done this before. Come on down here, Allison. And who's hiding? Oh, yeah, Amanda's been here before, too. So we've got 2 more guests left. Allison Wolf is the most relieved person in the city of Beaver Dam now that a full-time Chamber of Commerce executive director has been appointed. How happy are you?
I am ecstatic.
She is. For people that don't know, you are the what is your title over at the Chamber?
I am the staff assistant.
Staff assistant.
Yep.
And when Phil Fritchie left, you basically had to do everything, I assume. You and Craig Caston.
Yeah. Yep.
And so now we've announced Tracy Probst as the new Chamber executive director. She starts April 1st.
Yep, April 1st.
And then you are just going to take off for 6 months and just do nothing, I assume?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, I wasn't sure how that would work.
You're still stuck with me. I tell you that all the time, Craig.
Well, we do appreciate all the work we do collaboratively together, and we look forward to continuing to be able to do that. But I did want to let you know that in 1993, the movie Groundhog Day was released.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Have you ever heard of that movie?
No, but I learn something new every time I'm here with you.
We were just talking before.
We were just mentioning that. Yeah. So, what's your favorite rom-com?
Mine would probably be 50 First Dates too.
Oh, okay.
I like
Yeah.
50 First Dates.
Adam Sandler. What's the other Adam Sandler rom-com?
There's Big Daddy, there's Wedding Singer.
I don't know. Is Big Daddy considered a rom-com? Wedding Singer. That's the one I was thinking of. I would have to go with Wedding Singer, but I'll allow you.
Happy
to have your own
Gilmore's.
opinion.
Okay.
What's that box on the floor?
Happy Gilmore too.
Happy Gilmore. Yes.
Yeah.
A man
I
in
think
love with
I found
golf.
the doorknob. It's right over here.
And that brings us to our final person from Leadership Beaver Dam. Were any of you guys expecting to be on the radio and on the video stream today when you showed up? This was a surprise to all of you? Yeah. It worked. Amanda, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. We hear your voice all the time on WBEV, don't we?
Yes, unfortunately.
Now tell people.
You have a great voice.
What's that box?
You have a great voice.
She
Well,
does
thank
have
you.
a great
Yeah.
voice. Have you memorized the commercial that you're in? Can you give us like a few seconds of it right now?
All I can say is, hi, I'm Amanda from American Bank.
See? That's her. That's her. She's the one that does that. That's her. Isn't that cool?
Is that a commercial then? We can charge her, bill her for that?
Right, that is a billable
Okay.
commercial right now.
Thanks
so
for
it-
keeping us in business.
just
Appreciate
tell
it.
John Othout that it's just going to be like $100. It's not a big deal. So Amanda, what are you hoping to get out of Leadership Beaver Dam?
I've actually been through Leadership Beaver Dam today, so these poor souls just have me as their day chair today. So
Oh, you are the day chair.
Yes.
Oh, and what is it that you're looking forward to most from today's program?
Just seeing their eyes kind of open to all the different businesses that are in Beaver Dam, because I know when I went through it was very eye-opening. So
Wrong. The correct answer was being here, but we'll accept that one as
Standing
well.
next to Craig Warrenbolt.
Standing next to Rick Arman and, of course, Thomas Rayfeld. Did you know that 23 years ago today, Groundhog Day was released? Yeah.
my mind is blown.
We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about that for Groundhog Day.
What is your favorite rom-com?
I don't know if this one qualifies, but in the spirit of the
it
Daytona
Pulp Fiction?
500 coming, Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Yes, we will give it to you. That is absolutely a passing a movie for romantic comedies. Boy, this has really been exciting having on the radio and on the video stream today. You guys will be able to go home and watch what a great job you did.
Craig?
Yeah, Rick?
Craig, do they know about the group song?
No. So now this is where we all sing Kumbaya. Is it Kumbaya that we're doing today?
That's what I thought.
All right. I mean, it's easy. Everybody could dance to it.
We
Or
Are
did
the
you wanna-
World, I thought it was.
What is that box on the floor?
We Are the World. Are we going to sing that?
That's right. So
We got enough
you're going to
people.
need to be Quincy Jones, and then okay, we won't do "We Are the World." So Kumbaya in 3, 2. It didn't work.
I don't think it's happening.
No one
Didn't
knows
work.
the words.
Good
Well,
try, though.
we do. I want to thank all you guys for joining us here on Breaktime, and we'll ask you to turn on the radio at 9:30 if it's not on already, and check us out again here in the future. In the meantime, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your tour and enjoy your day here at Good Karma Brands, and then off to the distribution center. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, guys.
And we are overdue for a break, and we're going to take a break here on Break Time. John, box on the floor?
Yes.
Have you got everything under control?
We are set.
All right.
Thought I'd play a spirited tune.
Hey, John?
Before we go on a break, yes.
Maybe you should let the listeners know that in 1993, Groundhog Day was released on this day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's funny. I got a song all lined up here.
Perfect.
We were just talking about that.
That's great. We were just talking about that.
Indeed. It is 10:44.
It's fun to unwind at the end of a long week, especially when it's done responsibly. And that's why Rechex offers a vast selection of different flavors and feelings for whatever your taste may be. Beer, wine, and liquor is all on sale this week at Rechex Food Pride in Beaver Dam. Smirnoff Vodka, the 175, $19.99. Seagram 7 Whiskey, the 175, $18.99. How about brandy? J. Bavay Brandy, the 175, priced at $15.99. And Woodbridge Wine, the 1.5-liter bottle, $9.99. And how about this for all beer lovers? A 12-pack of Bud, Bud Light, or Select 55 is just $7.49 after the instant coupon. And before you leave Rechex, pick up some Jeans Floral Valentine's Day flowers. Your loved ones will thank you. Rechex Food Pride, 609 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam.
Rechex Food Pride, more for your family.
Power up machinery in frigid weather temperatures with the Prime Wire and Cable Cold Weather Extension Cord. Available in 25-foot medium duty, 50-foot heavy duty, or 50-foot extra heavy duty. This cord provides outstanding performance in extreme climate conditions. Save money at your local Hardware Hank on a cord that's guaranteed to last in the harshest winter elements.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
My name is Alan Winter, and I would like to be Beaver Dam's next mayor. My plan is to start repairing our roads, upgrade our taxi fleet, and improve our transportation services in the community. I believe we need to stop outlandish spending on frivolous projects and expand affordable housing for the elderly. I have the experience and expertise to be your next mayor. Everybody's mayor. Please cast your vote on February 18th for me, Alan Winter, for mayor.
Authorized and paid for by Friends of Alan Winter, Harvey Lewis, Treasurer.
This is Mark Killingsworth, soon to celebrate my 34th year of being a financial advisor in Beaver Dam. 2 years ago, Steve Vesey and I began working together.
And now, Mark and I have some exciting news to share with you.
We've moved to a new location. Steve and I are now located at 215 Corporate Drive, just south of the YMCA.
That's 215 Corporate Drive, Beaver Dam. Killingsworth and Vesey Financial Partners.
Partners with you.
Call us at 920-557-3388.
That's 920-557-3388.
Securities offered through Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Services Advisors Incorporated. Killingsworth and Vesey Financial Partners is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services Incorporated. Now located at 215 Corporate Drive, Beaver Dam. Call 920-557-3388.
With the addition of the Prairie Ridge Health Clinics in Columbus, Beaver Dam, and Marshall, Prairie Ridge Health knew they could be a destination for patients who need hip and knee replacement. Thank you for your wonderful support. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
For the latest local news, log on to dailydodge.com. Brought to you by American Bank, Saputo, and Vita Park Eye Associates.
Back to our video edition of Breaktime as we go to the guys down below. The group is now taking their official tour of the station, fellas. And so right now they're in the newsroom right next to us. Can you hear me, guys?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I just want to make sure you're able to hear me.
Hi, Box.
Hi, Box. So, nice. Now, see, you know what's throwing me off? Is that I'm watching the video while talking to you.
Why are you doing that?
I have no idea, because I just want to have that that little break to see when I'm supposed to talk to you. Does that make sense? No.
No.
Okay, now you're sitting down. You just sat down on the video.
Yes. Right.
Okay. How long have you been sitting now?
For a minute.
About a minute. So I'm a minute behind. I should probably just not even look at the screen.
I would suggest you wouldn't do that.
Okay. Like everyone else. Now, we do not, Craig's microphone is not on.
Neither of our microphones have been on.
Yeah, Rick's was on, but the other two weren't.
I was wondering why you kept talking over me.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. That's
Apparently, it's
I got in
Radio
trouble.
101.
I got in trouble again for talking too loud.
So, did you guys know in 1993 the movie Groundhog Day was released on
Was
this
it
day?
really? Maybe I'll play a song later and salute to that particular.
What
show.
a great movie, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was.
you know, we joke about that. That movie's actually being studied in philosophy and in religion classes for the, kind of philosophical, transcendental ideas that it invokes about.
Like what is moral day after day if there's no consequences?
That's that. I'm sure that would be one of the chapters. Absolutely. Yeah. If you think about it, it's really kind of a deep movie.
It is.
Yeah. You ever count how many times they went back?
No. Have you? I'm sure you can Google it.
Yeah, I probably can Google it.
How many days in Groundhog Day?
Was it Harold Ramis was the director?
Yeah, Harold Ramis.
Was he the director? The late Harold Ramis?
Yeah. Hard to believe he's gone.
Yeah.
That was voted as the #1 commercial of the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, it's great.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just good to see all the characters again.
Right.
Ned Ryerson, the insurance agent.
Oh,
looks
Ned
like
was back?
Yeah. Needle hose, Ned the head. Oh, yeah. Great character.
That's a movie that I've only seen one time.
It
Over
stands up
and
to
over.
a repeat viewing.
Yeah.
I
We
would
watch
say.
it every Groundhog Day.
Do you? Did you
Yeah.
watch it this Groundhog Day?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're nerds. We watch Independence Day on the 4th of July. We got different movies we watch. Now, this being February, we celebrate President's Day, Lincoln's birthday, and Washington's birthday by watching Dave, My Fellow Americans, and The American President.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You're very
So-
calendar specific.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
We
I
watch
didn't know that.
Leprechauns on St. Patrick's Day.
What's the most current movie you watch?
Oh, well, let's see. After 1978, you're talking?
Right.
Yeah.
Kramer versus Kramer?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, I see some modern ones. But mostly we've been getting into the British mysteries. Midsummer Murders. And these are ones that are going now. Shetland. There are a bunch. Doc Martin. These are all being, filmed now. They're new series.
Yeah, I'm really into reality TV right now.
Liechtenstein. That's good stuff.
So Thomas, about the movie Groundhog Day, which, if you didn't know, was released in 1993 on this day.
That's right.
We were just talking about that.
I'll have to play a
to
song about that later.
The website What Culture, back in 2014, they estimated that Phil spent a total of 12,395 days, just under years, reliving that day.
Wow.
What?
That seems insane.
I don't know how they came up with that number.
Age?
Well, right. Of course not.
Because he kept on going back.
Because he kept on going
But
back.
how would he have new memories then if he's reliving that same day? Wouldn't his memories carry over
They
then,
do.
day after day?
His memories do. Nobody else's do. Have you seen the movie?
I have seen the movie.
Okay. Groundhog Day. It was
Yes,
released
I
on
saw
this
it
day
at
in
an age. It was a
1993.
really weird,
And some of the
just a weird
days
time.
over are real fast, like getting the slap in the bar. Then they go another slap and another slap and another slap. Those are all new days.
He learned how to play piano.
Yeah.
In that time, quite excellently. In fact, that's got to take a few years right there.
Yeah.
But that muscle memory shouldn't carry over. Like if he was bodybuilding every day, he would still look the same. Like
Thomas, you're
after he was
reading
reliving.
way too much into a movie.
But if his brain matter was able to retain it, then that would apply to the other muscles in his
So
body.
wouldn't he be
too.
34 years older mentally then when he finally stopped reliving that day?
He would be more wise than anybody else on Earth, in theory, because he would have 34 more years than anybody
He'd
else.
be like 68.
Essentially, though, it's a dream.
Right?
Essentially,
Like
it
you.
is a dream that he's experiencing all those times because he
Well-
wakes up the next day, one day older.
That's a pretty
It's basically
far out there
Yeah,
theory.
well, it's a dream sequence. He's living it in his mind. He's living the days over, but it was just overnight.
But then how do you account for the fact that he learned how to play piano?
Oh, that's right. That happened the last night.
Well-
Yeah, you're right. That totally screws up my theory on that.
What is the emphasis for him getting out of Groundhog Day? Was it him falling in love?
Admitting love, wasn't it?
Essentially, and discovering he's not a jerk, spoiler
Right.
alert, and that he's capable of loving.
It's kind of like it's a very, very similar premise to Beauty and the Beast. When
Yeah.
you think about it.
There's a lot of movies like that same premise. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except, really, it's one of the few that they say Shakespeare's done everything, but you look at a movie like Groundhog Day. Is there a work in Shakespeare where somebody does Puck relive the same day over and over again?
Yeah,
you know,
question.
You got the Tempest, so you got a lot of magic, but no reliving.
no
or
reliving
anything.
of the same. I mean, time travel was really pretty much unheard of in Shakespeare's day.
Yeah, they weren't doing a lot of that.
Back to the Future, also not in any Shakespeare play.
Never once did he say, "Thou must goest 88 miles per hour."
Just don't hear it.
Could be the missing manuscript.
Right, the missing manuscript. So
Did you guys
maybe
hear
not
the-
everything was Shakespeare done by Shakespeare first.
Mentioned manuscript. What is the biggest book you've ever read in terms of size?
So I
Wait, you mean like physical size?
Physical size of the book.
So I took when I was like a junior in college, I took a graduate level philosophy class because I thought that would be cool. It was really a dumb idea in retrospect. And it was all about Immanuel Kant's Critique of Pure Reason. It's a 785-page book, and I wanted to be a team player. I read the whole book cover to cover. It's all about he basically went through the thought processes that a human being has and whether or not they're instinctual or they've been and he goes through in great detail how the rise of imagination and blah 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 blah. So we get through this semester long class and we get to the last class and the professor says, "Okay, I've got it. I'm going to divulge the big secret now." And I said, and we're all like, "Okay, what's that?" And the teacher says, "Immanuel Kant was paid by the page." And I'm kind of an idiot. I'm thinking like a congressional page, like a page to the king.
Sure.
And then it hits me. He could have done this in 30 pages, but he was getting paid by the page. So I read a 738-page book, however long it was, for no damn
That was the
reason.
same for Charles Dickens. That's why the Charles Dickens books are so long.
So long, paid by the page.
Paid by the page.
But in his case, it was a congressional page.
Yeah.
No,
Paid by the consonant.
How about you guys? What's your longest book?
Well, I've read Stephen King. That's like 1,000 pages, but that's easy reading. That's fictional reading.
kinda breezy.
I tried reading Wealth of Nations by Adam Smith. Made it like 150 pages, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, a little dry.
You know, the invisible hand pushed me away.
I got through Curious George.
But the one where he was up in the balloon.
I
which
tried.
is the longer.
I tried to read a Tom Clancy book once that was like 700-800 pages, and I'm like, forget this.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were no pictures.
Don't you love that when you get
There was
to
a
turn
movie
that
made
page?
for it, so why bother?
Right.
I read the phone book, but it's just too many characters.
Hey.
Yo!
The longest book that I ever really probably paged through would be the Guinness Book of World Records. Back in the old days when they had the big, thick book.
The big pictures.
Big pictures, little words.
Well,
that
you're-
was my kind of book.
I ask you this because a tiny village in northern Hungary has one very interesting distinction. It's home to the world's largest handmade book, and it is a monster. Completed in 2010, the giant book weighs 1.4 tons and is bound in the leather of 13 Argentinian cows. It was created by a father-son duo, Bela Varga and Gabor Varga.
Of course.
Roughly 14 feet by 12 feet, features 346 pages with information on the local flora and animal life.
And it'll be made into a movie starring Adam Sandler in
I believe
2021.
so. I believe you're
We're all
right.
looking forward to it.
Right.
It's gonna be a good one. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a real page turner. Anyway,
wow,
that is a very heavy
13
book.
cows to make that bind.
Yeah, I'm a 2-cow book guy. I don't know about you guys.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, the largest book ever read.
So for those of you watching us on the video stream, I'm Craig. I'm on the left of the screen. Thomas is in the middle.
I'm the cream in the middle.
Rick is to my right, and then John Kraft, of course, is that box over there in the corner, the magic black box. John, how are you?
Fine. How are you?
Good.
It's nice being free.
I wish I knew what it's like.
So you can check out today's whole and why wouldn't you want to check out today's whole program on the video tab at dailydodge.com?
I don't know, Craig. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Golden Globe nomination?
I'm thinking today is Groundhog Day. You know Groundhog was released on this day?
1993.
We were just talking
We're
about
just talking
that.
about that. Isn't that something?
That's our show for today.
I got you